If you're looking to purchase a home or even sell a home, that list price is sort of useless. All right, now that might be a bit much, but realistically, in today's current market, list price is less important than ever before. Just a few years ago even, that was an important deciding factor for a lot of people, and things are shifting. So stick around today as we dive into that, not just this market, but any market. Hi, I'm Jaketysiak, that guy that sells houses. I'm a realtor here in Illinois, and today we're going to be talking about list price and how it has changed so much and can be found to be a little bit irrelevant in today's market. Now, of course, we're going to be talking a little bit about what you should focus on, regardless of when you're shopping for a home, this current market or in a slower, more predictable market. But also stick around because I'm going to be diving into a little bit about what you should anticipate in this current market when it does come to list price, so you are ready when it comes time to looking for a home. So let's start off by talking about why list price isn't always the biggest factor in purchasing a home in any market. So unless you're paying cash for a house, using a mortgage, your monthly payment's actually going to be a bigger determinant of what you're going to be actually purchasing or how much you can afford to purchase. What I mean by that is when you're looking to purchase a home using a mortgage, it's not just going to be the purchase price. You're going to have to calculate your monthly payment based on the current interest rates. But on top of that, most banks are going to pay your property taxes for you, and that's going to be part of your monthly payment, and they're going to look at that as well. Not to mention insurance, and if there's any homeowners association, those fees can be calculated into that. So really, when you're looking for a home, most of the time, you're really focusing on your purchase price first, and that will then ultimately determine what price point we're looking at, considering those factors of how much taxes are in each different area. So yes, purchase price is something to consider, but of course, really think about how much your monthly payment is going to be and find the right house for you. But today's current market is definitely different, and the fact that there's so much competition and so little inventory, buyers out there are competing, like straight up competing for houses, and this is really making list price a little bit unimportant or really not necessary a lot of times. What I mean by that is just the fact that so many houses are selling way above what their asking price or list price is. And for us agents, we really have to sit down and go through all the numbers because things change so quickly. Prices are selling above list price. And it's not necessarily just $5,000, $10,000. It can be quite significant. 5 to 10% is not uncommon. I've even heard of agents offering 20% above the list price to get the home accepted their contract and being able to purchase that home. And that wasn't a small purchase price. That was a $500,000 home list price. And really the overbearing pressure on the fact that list price isn't as relevant as it once was is the fact that buyers out there are setting the tone and purchase price. But you see, when it comes down to selling a house, it's really the buyers that decide the purchase price, not the sellers. Yes, that seller might have a list price on that home, but ultimately it's what the buyer is willing to pay for that house that determines what that sales price will be. Not to mention, since most buyers do utilize financing, it's also the bank that then go along and appraises that property and make sure it's worth what that buyer is willing to pay for it. And that's where we find ourselves now. Buyers are looking at that list price and throwing it to the wind. And that's why we're seeing so much competition going above and beyond. Now, traditionally, we would have banks out there to take a look at the appraisal and say, hey, you can't buy this home. You're not getting a good deal. But in today's current market, buyers are willing to go above and beyond and pay more than list price. Not only that, they're willing to throw the bank's advice of what that home should be worth to the wind, pull extra cash out of their pocket and say, I still want this home. Not to mention, we have now more than ever a lot of cash buyers out there who are pushing those prices even higher. And of course, this then also later determines what our market price is as we keep seeing prices rise and rise. So yes, in today's market, you do have to pay attention to list price. It's usually a good starting point, but keep in mind that first, make sure you know what your payment's going to be and that you're comfortable with that because you're going to be living in that house probably for a while. And on top of that, understand that the market is moving quickly, so make sure you sit down with your agent, have a good discussion. If you are looking for an agent, feel free to give me a call. And make sure that you're prepared entering into today's current market. And of course, if you're still curious about the home buying process, take a look at our playlist here that will walk you through all the details. And if you do have any questions in regards to real estate buying or selling a home, feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to help. I'm Jake Tysiak with Keller. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.